Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to break down exactly what Andromeda is, how it actually works, why Facebook made this change, and most importantly, what you can do about this right now to adapt. And at the end of the video, I'm going to go through the 6 steps that you can take to fully adapt to this new AI algorithm change. Because the businesses that are adapting to this are having record years, and the ones that are ignoring it are probably going to struggle. And this AI change is not an algorithm update or a small tweak to the system. This change is fundamental to how Facebook and Instagram decide which businesses get shown to customers. And there are businesses that are seeing their cost per lead drop by 40 to 60%, while their competitors in the same town are seeing costs double or even triple. So what is Andromeda? It is a new Facebook and Instagram AI-powered ad delivery system. And the full rollout happened around July 2025. And what it does is that it essentially changes how Facebook decides which ads to show to which people. Before Andromeda, Facebook was using an older machine learning model that processed ads somewhat linearly, looking at them one by one and comparing them individually. Andromeda, on the other hand, uses what's called a retrieval-based AI system that groups similar ads together and processes them in batches using significantly more powerful AI models. It's a little bit like this. So imagine that the old system was like going through a library book by book, reading every title individually to find what the user would like the most, and then showing it to them. The new system organizes these books into sections. For example, it could be fiction, then non-fiction, history, science, then chooses the best one to show to the customer from the batch. It's exponentially faster and more efficient. But more importantly, it's changing which ads get prioritized and shown to users. And how does Andromeda work? If you understand the 4 stages of the AI system, you may better understand how to make ads that get shown. And Meta Andromeda works in 4 stages. You have stage 1 is called the retrieval process. This is where Facebook takes its entire catalog, tens of millions of ads, and filters it down to thousands of potentially relevant ads for each user. It's doing this using AI by analyzing the content of your ad. It could be the image, the text, the video content, even the sentiment and emotion in your messaging. It's grouping similar ads together automatically. So if you're running 5 ads that are basically the same video with different hooks, Andromeda sees these as one group, not 5 separate tests. Stage 2 is light ranking. This takes those thousands of ads and narrows them down to hundreds based on basic engagement predictions. For example, is this person likely to click? And is this person likely to then engage? Is this individual, for example, the right demographic? And it just filters it further down. Stage 3 is the final scoring process. And this is where Facebook calculates what they call the total advertiser value for each remaining ad. This formula combines your bid amount, your estimated action rates, that's your click-through rate, your conversion rate, and your engagement metrics, and your ad quality score. But they also factor in something called the user experience, which is basically, will showing this ad make people hate Facebook? If your ad is misleading, if you have bad reviews on your Facebook page, if your business has a history of customer complaints, you may get penalized at this stage. Stage 4 is the auction stage. The ads with the highest value scores compete directly against each other, and the winner gets shown to the user. This happens in about 200 milliseconds, and what has changed specifically is actually stage 1, and that is the retrieval process. It is now significantly more sophisticated. The AI is much better at understanding what your ad is actually about and grouping similar ads together, which means if you're running a bunch of variations of the same ad, and although all the ads are observed, it does not get tested like before. Facebook was facing 3 specific problems. And problem 1 was volume overload. The number of ads and local businesses on these platforms have exploded. Tools like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and automated video editors have made it incredibly easy to create ads and content on autopilot almost. Advertisers who used to create 10 ads per month are now creating 100 ads per month, some even making 300 ads or even 500. Facebook has tens of millions of ads running at any given time, and the old system couldn't process this volume efficiently without slowing down or missing potentially good ads. Problem 2, where people were gaming and manipulating the system. Advertisers figured out that if you created 50 variations of the same ad, you could essentially hack Facebook's algorithm to get more reach and lower cost. It was a loophole, a little bit like a slot machine, so you can make one video ad with 20 different hooks, 10 different thumbnails, and Facebook would test them all individually, giving you way more impressions than an advertiser running just 1 or 2 ads. This was creating an unfair advantage for people who were willing to spam variations rather than creating genuinely different and diverse good content. And problem 3 was the concern of poor user experience. When low quality ads get through the system because advertisers are gaming it, users have a bad experience. Someone sees a misleading ad on Facebook, clicks it, buys something, has a terrible experience, they blame Facebook. This damages Facebook's reputation and makes people trust the platform less, which in return makes them lose money over time. Facebook needs an AI system that prioritizes not just the advertiser revenue, but also actual user satisfaction and trust. So this AI system is designed to solve these 3 problems. If you were running Facebook ads the old way, creating 5 variations of the same video ad with different hooks, testing a bunch of minor tweaks to the same image, running the same offer to the same audience with slightly different targeting, that won't give you the results you used to get previously. And Andromeda groups all of those similar ads together and treats them as one concept, which means you're not actually testing anything new or better, and you may be diluting your data over time. And what works now is creative diversity. So having completely different ad formats, completely different angles, completely different styles, a video ad, for example, a carousel ad, a static image ad, a testimonial-based message, a problem-solution message, and even a educational message. The AI wants genuine variety so it can match different creative approaches to different audience segments. For local businesses, this means you can't just run one call us for service ad in 10 different variations anymore. You need multiple genuinely different approaches. For example, an ad targeting homeowners who need emergency services, or an ad targeting property managers who need regular maintenance, or an ad showing your team and building trust through behind-the-scenes content, and even an ad with customer testimonials and before and after results, and an ad also educating people about common problems in your industry. And this is because now Andromeda will match different creative styles to different audience segments. Someone who responds to educational content, so the energy efficiency ad, or someone who cares about trust and reputation, so the testimonial or your team video, and someone with an immediate problem, so the before or after result, and then they called and booked with you. And the businesses that adapt are becoming more visible and getting cheaper leads, and the businesses that don't adapt are becoming less visible and paying more for fewer leads. Algorithm changes like Andromeda, they create feedback loops. When your ad performance is good, Facebook shows your ad more, which gets you more data, which lets you optimize more, which improves your performance more, which makes Facebook show you even more afterwards. It's a positive feedback loop. But the opposite is also true. When your performance is bad, Facebook shows you less. You get less data, you can't optimize effectively, and your performance gets worse. So it's a negative feedback loop that's very hard to escape after that. So it seems like, in simple terms, that the sooner you break the negative loop and start the positive loop, the better your results will be. Waiting would just make it harder and more expensive over time. And if you don't adapt, your Facebook ads will be more expensive and less effective. So local businesses that are still running ads the old way, same creative variation, no genuine diversity, are seeing their cost per leads increase probably by another 50 to 100% or more. But if you adapt, the opposite happens. Your ads become cheaper and more effective. And Andromeda is designed to create this exact outcome, to essentially reward good creative diversity and quality and not reward repetitive content. And regarding organic reach, from what Meta has released about organic content, Andromeda is primarily an ad delivery system. It's about how Facebook shows ads, not how it shows organic content. However, Facebook is likely using a similar AI technology for organic content as well, and the philosophy is the same. Reward genuine engagement and quality, suppress repetitive or low-value content. If your organic content in Facebook is engaging, if people are commenting, sharing, saving it, spending time with it, the AI will show it to more people. If your organic content is basically just a promotional post disguised as content, the AI would likely suppress it. The key point is that you can't rely solely on organic reach. You need a mixture of paid advertising with strong operational fundamentals. The local businesses that are winning right now are the ones that have great organic presence because they provide value and they supplement that with smart paid advertising that targets specific customer segments. So the old method was variation testing. Create one video and then make 10 variations with different hooks targeting different audiences, or create one image ad and make 8 small changes to them. That was considered as testing before. And now that doesn't work with Andromeda. The AI groups all of those variations together as one concept. You're not getting the test benefit you think you're getting right now, which can dilute your data and waste your ad budget over time. The new method is concept testing. You need genuinely different creative approaches, different formats, so videos, static images, carousels, collection ads, even different angles, such as emergency service or preventive maintenance or cost saving, or you have more quality or more expertise type of angles. Then you have different styles. So you can have professional, or you can have a casual, or you can have a educational type of style. And then you have different proof elements, such as before and after to show proof, or testimonials, or the process itself being done so that you can show proof of you completing or your team completing the process. Each of these are genuinely different concepts that Andromeda will test separately. And the practical model that you can think about is when creating a new ad, you can just ask yourself, if I showed these two ads side by side, would a customer think they're basically the same ad or completely different ads? And if they think they're basically the same ad, Andromeda is likely to think the same. On the targeting side, it has become less and less important over the years because the AI is getting better and better at finding people. And Andromeda continues this trend where your creative is your targeting now. This means broad targeting often works better than narrow targeting. So let the AI find the right people based on your creatives. Your creative needs to be specific about who it is for now. So that means you don't need to try to appeal to everyone. Speak directly to a specific customer avatar. And now you can have multiple different creative concepts targeting different avatars to see which one performs better. And for local businesses specifically, use location targeting to stay in your service area, but keep demographic targeting broad. You can let your creatives do the heavy lifting and attract the right customers and leads. How will Andromeda affect lead quality and conversion rate? Right now, lead quality is actually getting better for businesses that adapt and getting worse for businesses that don't, like any other new system. The AI is better at matching intent now. If your ad is clear, specific, and targets a particular customer problem, the AI will show it to people who actually have that problem. If your ad is vague or generic, it will show it to anyone who might vaguely match, and you might get low quality leads. For example, a roofing company running a vague ad like "need roof work, call us for a quote." Something on those lines, any variations of those lines, they will get shown to everyone who might be vaguely interested in roofing at some point. You may get leads, but those leads may be price shopping and they may not be ready to act. While another roofing company running a specific ad like, "Is your roof leaking after the recent storm? We are offering emergency repair appointments within 24 hours for city homeowners. We handle insurance claims and provide free storm damage assessments." This is more intent-based, and it is shown to people who actually have a leak problem right now and need immediate service. And this will also lead to a higher conversion rate because you're targeting high-intent buyers. So the AI is smart enough to understand the difference between those two messages and match them to the right audience. So what can you do to adapt to Meta AI in 2026? And here are 6 steps you can take today to not be left behind. Step 1 is to audit your current Facebook ad creative strategy. Go into your Facebook manager right now, look at all your active ads and just check how many genuinely different creative concepts are you running versus how many variations of the same concepts. If you're running 15 ads, but they're all basically the same format with minor tweaks, you'll probably need to make some changes. you may need to rebuild with more diversity in mind. Step 2 is to create 5 to 6 completely different creative concepts, not variations, concepts, so different formats, different angles, different styles. And here's a simple framework you can follow. So one of your concepts could be testimonial or social proof ad, a video or image of a happy customer. The second can be a problem or solution ad, showing the problem and showing how you fix it. The third one could be an educational ad, where you teach something valuable related to your service. The fourth could be a team or trust building ad, showing who you are and building credibility like that. The fifth can be offer or promotional ad. If you have a special offer, just promote that. The sixth can be before or after results ads. So you can just show transformations of the before your service and after your service. And ideally, each one should look and feel completely different from the other, meaning that they have a different format or a different way the message is being presented, or there's a different type of visual style involved. Step 3 is to implement proper tracking, so you know what's working. You need to track cost per lead and lead quality by creative concept, not just overall. This lets you identify which concepts resonate with your audience and double down on those, while testing new variations of concepts that work over time. Step 4 is, of course, now testing concepts monthly, not just variations. Get into the habit of creating at least one genuinely new creative concept every month. Not a new variation of existing ad, but a completely new approach. This keeps you creative, fresh, and gives Andromeda new concepts to test without diluting your data. Step 5 is to accept that the creative is now your primary lever, not targeting or bidding. The good news is that you can stop wasting energy on perfect targeting settings or bid strategies. Those matter maybe around 10 to 20% of your results now. Creative diversity and quality matters around 70 to 80%. Step 6 is to become an authority in your space. The most sustainable way to generate leads isn't by just running ads, it's by making sure that people already trust you before they ever get in contact with you. When everyone is offering a similar service at a similar price, authority becomes the real differentiator. Authority means that when someone thinks about their problem, your name comes to their mind first, and they feel confident with choosing you without having to shop around that much. And this doesn't require you to be famous. It just requires you to be consistently helpful, visible, and not another AI. So imagine the owner or a team member records a short video answering real questions after a person books and sends it to them in real time. The owner or the team member is personally reaching out to them, which majority of businesses don't do. They answer any questions in a short FAQ type of format, and they send educational resources to help the customer out or to make them more familiar with your business. And the interesting part is that price will matter less because trust is already built and they believe you can help them. And nobody else does this, so because you do it, you are more likely to convert and be an authority in their eyes. Alright, that is for the video. Thank you for watching. I hope it helped, and I'll see you next time.